Hello everybody, my name is Geko, and this is Seraph's Last Stand. This is a cheap game on Steam. It is 99 cents. It's been out for a few weeks now, and I've wanted to get it, and I decided to finally go ahead and spend the money on it from my wonderful Patreons, Jellybelly and Ezkuminik. Thank you so much for your guys' contributions. It really gives some stability to the channel and allows me to buy some games that we could try out. Many of you may already know this game. If you do, that's great. If you don't know this game, it's a very simple game where we're running around on a platform down below, shooting up at some enemies, and kind of like it's like a Space Invader-y kind of game. It's a little different, of course. And then, of course, what makes this game unique is it is a roguelike game. Whenever we finish a wave, we are given some options of different abilities that we can use to fight off the enemies, and we want to try to gather up as many of those abilities as we can so that we can try to get some awesome synergies going on and get as high up into as many waves as we can. In my last run, my very first run, I made it to wave 30, so I'm hoping I can get further than that. And there is a kind of in-game currency that you get randomly throughout the game, these soul orbs, and we need 25 of them to upgrade to anything. Doesn't really matter what it is. There's all sorts of different things we can get. We can get some different hats and some different staffs. I'm pretty sure that they all do different things. But I'm not actually sure on that. And there's also some boosters that we can get to get us started. Just a couple little things that we could also just get in the game naturally. So we won't be grabbing any of these things, partially because I want to get the staff and the hat first, but also because we don't have enough soul orbs yet. We need 25. So we're going to go ahead and jump on into this. We're going to see if we can beat round 30, and we're going to see if we can get enough soul orbs to be able to unlock some different tools for our wizard here. So let's go ahead and jump on in and check it out. The first waves are going to be really easy. In case you're wondering, if you haven't seen this game before, this is the only map. As far as I can tell anyways, it does not change in any way. So that is one thing that makes this game a cheaper game. You know, you get what you pay for. It's a 99-cent game, but that is a-okay. It is still a ton of fun. And now we are granted 4 possible options from wiping out this particularly easy wave here, and there's actually some really good ones in here. We could get 1 more item choice from now on, so if we select this, then we will get 5 items each wave that we complete, rather than 4, which I am a big fan of. We can get a tome, which will make it so that common items, the white ones, you'll see that these have a purple border. That means that they're rare. The white bordered items that you pick up will be 35% more effective. We can get Thunderbolt Plus, which calls down 6 thunderbolts from the skies every few seconds, or we can get Wound, which dealing damage applies bleeding damage to the enemy, which I have not seen that one yet, so that's actually pretty darn cool. And I really want to go with the ability to get an extra choice from now on, because more options gives us more flexibility to move forward. But I feel like getting 6 thunderbolts from the sky would be really good too. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the 1 more item choice though, because these first levels are super easy. It is not too much of a challenge. The enemies do kind of move around a little bit, and for the most part, they just fire right where you're at. As we move on through the game, there will be harder and harder enemies that have slightly different movements and weapons and damages that they put out, and we'll see that as we move on. So now we get in here, and now we have 5 options instead of 4. We can heal up to max HP, which we're already max. We could get 10 more HP, which would be good, but I'm not particularly fond of. We could get friction. For every meter that you run, 1 explosive projectile is launched upwards. That could be fun. We could get a faster attack speed or a 5% critical hit chance. I'm going to go with the friction. Get us some extra bullets going on here. So a meter is quite a distance, I think, I guess. It's okay, though. And this is kind of like a bullet hell, so we got to kind of watch where all the bullets are. We want to make sure that we have some sort of escape vector. And as we get more and more enemies, it does get a lot harder to find those escape vectors. So we'll definitely come across that challenge later. We get more HP or even more HP than that. We could heal up our heal to max HP, which we already have full HP right now. We could get a higher attack speed, or we could get a higher jump. Now, I honestly am not particularly fond of any of these. So I think I'm going to go with either a faster attack speed or more health. I think that the faster attack speed is going to be the way to go here. You can already see here. And if we just kind of go back and forth like this, we'll get some of these explosive bullets going up, doing some help for us. I'm not going to focus too much on that. I'm just going to kind of let that happen naturally. As we get to the point where we have a lot more enemies, it will become a whole lot more useful. And if we do see the ability to pick up more of those, you can bet that I will be doing that. And we got that. All right. So we could get more HP. We could get some defense going for us, which could be pretty good. Calls 2 thunderbolts from the sky. We could get a bigger chance to roll uncommon items, which I'm a big fan of. Or we could get more movement speed, which could actually help with the projectile that we're shooting upwards. Although I'm going to go with the bigger chance to get uncommon items. Those uncommon items are going to help us a lot, so... And, oh, I did take 1 hit there. On my first run that I did, I was able to get pretty darn far without taking any hits at all. I think I made it to, like, even, like, wave 20 or something without getting hit once, but that's okay. And we're almost done with this guy here. Easy peasy. Alright, cool. So we do get a bunch of good ones here. We could get another item choice from now on, which I think is, again, really great. We could get 6 thunderbolts from the sky every few seconds. That could kind of match up with our projectile we have going up. We're attacking them from below and above. We could get lifesteal of 9% damage. I think that could be pretty darn good. We could get summon a wisp that inherits half your attack damage and speed. I'm not really sure what a wisp is, but I'm guessing it's some little buddy that follows me around and does some damage. Or we could get a focus, which gains attack speed every second you don't move. That does not work well with our upwards projectile. I'm going to go with getting even another item choice because I want to get things that work well with what we've already started off with, which will basically be the upwards explosion thingy. That little projectile there. I want to get a lot of those. I want to just be flinging mortars up. And we are watching for these escape vectors. And whenever I say an escape vector, I'm referring to when there's a lot of bullets coming in. If there's a gap in the bullets, I want to be able to make it through that escape vector. So we could get more attack speed, heal to max HP, which would only give us 2, so I don't really like that a whole lot. Dead enemies have a 5% chance to drop a healing orb. I don't know how much the healing orb gives, but that could be really helpful. Movement speed. I think, because I don't have any lifesteal right now, I'm going to go ahead and go with the orb. And as you can see, there already are more enemies coming on in right now. And we are kind of trapping ourselves in a corner right now. Ah, and I had to take some damage to get out of there. Not good, not good. This is not a great start compared to my very first run. My first run, I got all sorts of good stuff, but this one, I'm kind of holding out and not choosing the best stuff, but that's okay, that's okay. There's an escape vector there, going for that. That gives us the ability to slowly move on over. Now let's hope that that healing orb stays there and continues to fall down after we select our next option here. Regenerates HP based on the number of enemies alive. That could be really helpful as we are starting to take damage. Projectile takes +1 more hit before exploding. You'll notice that when I shoot off my main projectile, it will eliminate some bullets, and then if there's enough bullets, it'll actually get wiped out before it reaches an enemy. So that's one reason that stability here could be really good. We could get a faster attack speed, a higher jump height. I'm going to go with the health because I feel like I'm already taking on damage there. And luckily that little health orb did stick around. Hopefully we can get some more damage here soon, though. I was able to make that. It was a bit of luck. I almost expected to get hit there, but I did make it through all those bullets without getting hit. And it's partially because I want my explosive to hit them. Man, that only does 2 damage, though. That's not very good. We definitely need more damage if we want to see this. Also, if you've ever played Space Invaders and don't hit 3 bullets like I just did there, if you ever played Space Invaders, you definitely want to be hitting where they're, or shooting where they're going to be, not where they are. Invulnerability would make it so that after taking damage, or we'll have invulnerability after taking damage, plus 50% duration. I don't know how long that duration initially is. Call 2 thunderbolts from the sky. We could heal up to max HP. Did we grab a critical chance hit earlier? We did not. I'm gonna go with the 2 thunderbolts from the sky. Hopefully, those give us some. Yeah, that did something. Not very much, but it did something. Hey, that did something. That was like 20 damage. That was a good chunk there. Maybe if we can get more of that. Oh yeah, look at that. That was helpful. Oh. Nice. Okay. So the souls are the blue orbs here. A soul orb. If we select this one here, whenever we kill an enemy, it'll have a 1% chance to drop an orb. And we want those so that we can get more upgrades and stuff. So I'm probably going to go with that one. But let's just look at all of our options here. We get a crit. Critical deals 50% more damage. We still don't have any crit hit ability on here. So it's kind of worthless to us right now. We could get a bigger chance to roll uncommon items. We could get another explosive projectile every time we move a certain distance. We increase our projectile size, which may not be that bad. I really like to do more damage, though. Dead enemies have a 5% chance to drop a healing orb, which could also be really helpful for us. I'm going to go ahead and go with that, because I want to survive as long as possible. And as we get a lot more enemies on here, hopefully that lightning will make a bigger difference for us. Although, as you can see, oh my goodness, we've already taken so much damage. The lightning is legitimately random and may not even hit anything. I'm already getting myself crammed up into a corner here and taking up a massive amount of damage. This is no good. There is a healing orb there. It does give us a good chunk of health, so that's nice. I am running a little bit quicker than I should be. I should be kind of running off slowly. So like right now they're all shooting where I'm at. So if I kind of like stay as close to the trail of bullets as I can, then that will give me more time in this flat area to be able to shoot at them. That's the first time that I got hit by lightning. It didn't do anything. I was wondering about that. Which I'd be really surprised if I got an ability that hurt me, but you see that stuff in games from time to time. Okay, great. So we can get a barrier that creates a shield that blocks damage once every few seconds. That could be nice. We could get 9% of lifesteal damage. That could be pretty darn good. We could get a tome, which will increase the ability of common items. We could get a wisp, which may not be a bad idea. We could get 6 thunderbolts from the sky every few seconds. That really works with what we already have going on. I think that may be what I want to do. Fragmentation is whenever an enemy is killed, it releases 6 weaker projectiles in random directions. My attacks are not very strong right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the thunderbolts. And hopefully just more thunderbolts. Yeah, look at that already. That's making quite a difference on us already. Ooh, we got a new enemy. He's coming up in my face right here. He's kind of a jerk, if I'm honest. I'm already taking a good bit of damage there. Yeah, these guys that come up in your face are just annoying. They take a bunch of damage before they die, and they come up and they poke you for damage. So they kind of like block all of your attacks in a way. Go ahead and go over for this health here. Boom, full health. And the lightning took him out. Nice. So if we see any more lightning, we definitely want to grab that up as much as we can. We could get more jump height, more movement speed, more attack speed, more HP, more attack speed again, which is less than that one, or more projectile damage, which the projectile damage is probably where we want to go at. Although then again, more attack speed, you know, kind of a machine gun, the bullets do less damage, but you hit them more times, could be pretty good. I think I'm going to go with more attack speed. 30% is pretty good. And we still got our projectile that goes up and does damage, but again, it just doesn't do very much. Yeah, see, it did 1 damage, 2 damage. It's just not much. Oh my goodness, I had to take so much there. You got to be careful about getting yourself trapped off on the side there. And I'm trying to hit them, like I said before, trying to hit them where they're going to be, not where they are. So my cursor is faced right in front of them. I want to make this last as long as I can. I had to take some. Oh, there's a healing orb there, but we don't need it right now. And it does look like orbs do stick around, so that's good. Okay, great, great. I might go for more souls to drop. We could get more HP, which would probably be really helpful because we are taking some damage. If we're under 50% HP, it raises your projectile and body damage accordingly, up to 50%. I'm going to go with Rage, because we are taking some fair bits of damage here. I want to get rid of these guys as quickly as I can, especially since I have the help from the lightning bolts. And I do have an orb right here, but I probably want to skip over the orb, because I can take quite a bit of damage before... Because it heals like 20 or something. And I'm only 4 down from my max health, so we're doing pretty good on that. Oh, nice. I'm really liking the lightning bolts. That really seems to make a pretty big difference. Boom, there we go. Okay. We could take more rage. Stability allows our bullets to go through more things before they stop, and we are seeing enough bullets now that that could be really helpful. I'm thinking, though, I might go with a stack of rage here. Although it says, if we're under 50% HP, it raises your projectile and body damage accordingly, up to 50%. But if we get 2 of them, does that make it up to 100%? Or I'm not sure what that means at that point. I thought I saw a bunch of minuses down here. I'm like, what's with these minuses? But it's just the border of this growth box here. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the stability so that our bullets can get further. Yeah, that guy did 4 damage by walking into me, basically. Hopefully, we got some healing orbs on the ground, so that's great. And I'm kind of wiggling back and forth. I want my projectile, my explosive projectile. Ah, jeez. Just don't like these guys. They are so annoying. I kind of didn't want to pick that up, but I wasn't paying attention. I'd like to save this orb over here as well, if I can. Nice. Great. Shrink makes you 10% smaller. Ooh, that could actually be really interesting. Make it harder to hit me, basically. We could get more souls to drop. Do I even have any? I don't even have any of these. I haven't grabbed any. That's why we haven't gained any souls. So we better grab this because we do want souls. Oh, I didn't want that. That's okay. I didn't really want that either, but that's okay. So I'm kind of taking care of the guys up in my face here. I have to go through it. That was a bunch of damage, but it's alright. We are slowly gaining up health because of one of our abilities that gives us more health based on how many enemies are on the map. And that lightning, you know, it's pretty darn random, but it sure is helpful. Wow, we made it right through that. I'm surprised. I expected to take damage that time, but I landed the jump just right. The jumping physics feels a little bit weird to me. I don't feel like I feel like I fall a little bit easier than I would expect to. But it's just because a lot of video games tend to have like kind of floaty physics. Oh boy, we could get more Thunderbolts. I really think that's what I want to go for. Immortal, +1 revive. Kill all enemies when reviving. Dang, that's actually like so good because it basically gives us another chance. Although then again, I really think that the Thunderbolts are what are going to carry us. So as much as the Immortal would be really, really good to go for. Although Friction here would give us 3 projectiles upwards, launched upwards as we move around. Boy, we have a lot of good options. And so, you know, I definitely want to go with more options because it gives us more flexibility, but it sometimes makes things more complicated to decide what to do. I think I'm going to run with our synergy and go with the Thunderbolt. So we get a lot more of them. They're just popping off, taking enemies out. They do a bunch of damage too, so it's almost a one-hit kill for most of them. Yeah, we definitely want to grab as many of those as possible. Imagine if we could get like 100 of them. We could just have machine gun lightning bolts raining down, taking these guys out. These guys are kind of annoying. They mirror from the center of the map. So if I move away, they move away. And as I come closer to the center of the map, they start to come closer. I didn't even have to fire. The lightning bolts took care of everything for me. Let's go with getting more orbs to fall. These guys do shoot and they come up to me now. That's an upgrade for sure. The lightning has already taken out so many of them. That's great. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that health, and then we'll keep shooting, but we almost don't even need to. That's what I like about these kinds of build-up games like this, is if we can get a strong enough passive ability like the lightning bolts going for us, then we don't even need to try. Dead enemies could drop healing orbs. That could be really helpful. Movement speed would probably be really helpful. Projectile could take more hits before exploding. I'm going to go ahead and go with the higher attack speed, though. Even though I'm kind of relying on the bolts, I still am relying on my main weapon quite a bit. Yeah, they're dropping like flies because of that lightning. A lot of the lightning misses, but whenever the lightning does hit them, my goodness, it just, yeah, see, look. That just wipes them out. And now we got some orbs to work with here. And we're good, we're good. Boy, I'd really like to get more lightning. Let's go with a crit hit chance. Oh, got a hit there. We got this annoying guy in our face. Yeah, that lightning really makes a big difference. If we can just get enough health to stay alive for some of the bigger waves, we're going to be fine and dandy. Another orb. We want to get as many orbs as we can. We need 25 to be able to upgrade one of our things or give us a different tool to use. We could shrink ourselves down again. We could get more health to drop. Projectile could take more hits. Jump height could be better. I'm gonna go with more health, because I'm afraid I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness, yeah, look at that. That lightning is so helpful, so helpful. I'm a lightning god at this rate. I just have to evade their attacks. We have health orbs all over the place. Nice, we got another soul orb there. I don't even need the health orbs. Boom. Try to avoid... Damn, I don't want to hit the health orbs. And I bet a lightning strike takes him out before I do. I don't know what happened for sure there. We could get 6 more lightning bolts. We could also get 1 more item to come through per shot, which could give us the ability to receive more, for instance, lightning bolts. So I noticed that we're on wave 20 here, and now we got these again. So I'm guessing every 10 waves we get some super awesome ability here. I think that I want to go with the appraisal. Dealer, you can re-roll for free. Okay. Oh, did that happen because I got 3 of the... Oh my goodness, I had to take so much damage there. We need these health. I'm not really sure why I got that card there. Maybe it's for getting 3 of the appraisals. Maybe it can't fit too many cards on the screen or something. Try to evade these shots. Oh, geez, I still have this guy here. Ah, thank you, Lightning Bolt. We don't really need the health anyways. Okay, so we are still getting 7, and we get a free refill, a free reroll there. I'm gonna go with more orbs, I think. Or do I want to go with more attack speed? I'm gonna go with more orbs. Yeah, more orbs. Well, see, it is getting harder now. And we're still doing a very weak amount of damage. And I'm got to be really careful with how much damage I take, because I am quite weak in comparison to what is being dealt out. Nice, that actually worked out pretty well, even though, oh my goodness, I have 0 health right now. So, for anybody who's starting to play this game, let that be a lesson for you that the 0 is a health. You need to get to -1 to die, apparently. We could get a regrowth. We already have one of those, and that could help us get our health back up, which we are so close to death. Like, 1 bullet will kill us right now. I may want to take that free reroll, though. Goodness. I think I'm going to go with the regrowth and hope that it gives me enough health to get back up alive. We got to be as careful as we can without taking any damage at all. I'm shooting the floor. Oh my goodness, and I'm dead. Oh my. Okay. Well, you know, that's a fun run anyways. Definitely learned some things about the cards there, and let me know what you think. Did I make some wrong moves by, for instance, selecting too many options to appear on the screen? Or maybe you have some challenge you'd like to see me take on. I'm still learning the game myself, so I don't know if I'll take on any challenges just yet, but as I get better at the game and unlock some more tools for the game, then we could definitely look at taking on some challenges, keeping the game fresh. Of course, there is this leaderboard in front of us too, which could be a really awesome thing to work our way towards. I do really like leaderboards, trying to get on them. Even if I'm not the best player in the world, I definitely like to strive for such goals. We can see that in the world right now, we have Scrappy Cap here, who has made it to round 409, my goodness. And then country, I mean, I'm in the USA, so I'm assuming it knows that somehow. I didn't tell it. We have X-Fade here at round 205. Jeez Louise. The threshold there is 139. The threshold for the world is 169. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another video like it. And until next time, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and toodaloo.